Hey, welcome to Garage Pros. I'm Mark Nolan. We've mentioned before how we sell a heck of a lot of crash parts around here. You know, just simple original equipment type replacements that you can do yourself right in your own driveway. Now, if you're like me, maybe you've knocked off a mirror or something like that, and if it's an electric, a remote controlled mirror, you're thinking to yourself, that's something I got to go to the dealer. Well, I mean, you're going to pay a lot of money for that, both for labor and for parts. We've got the right parts for you, and it's a fairly simple installation. We've got an 06 Camry here. The motor's actually burned out in this mirror, so we're going to replace it with one of our CoolView products. And what they've done is actually, you know, got to give the Corp credit. This little panel right here is the first thing that has to pop out. So you take a panel removal tool, get inside there, twist, do it up. Pop. Usually flies a little distance for you. And there's your plug right there. That tells you, or that actually tells the mirror where to go in more ways than one. So you want to pull that first. Now this plug's a little bit like a phone cord plug. It's got a little sort of détente on the underside there. You press that up, pull your plug. It's a 10mm socket. Already checked on that. Factory, so you're gonna have to break the torque on it a little bit. Go around. We'll do it, get another hand on the other side there. It's broke, but you don't want to drop it. You don't want these nuts to drop back behind there because you've got a permanent rattle at that point, unless you want to pull the whole door panel off. Simple as that. All right, we've got the other mirror over here. We'll go grab it. So we've got our new mirror from CoolView. You'll notice some differences. The first one is, of course, this one's black. Now, if you're lucky enough that your 06 Camry is black, well, you're in good shape. Lucky you. But you can also scuff it up and get it painted the exact factory match. So you're going to be in great shape. I got to tell you, I mean, weight-wise, sight-wise, this is the exact same mirror, and you're going to save hundreds of dollars on, again, both parts and of course labor, because you're doing it in your own driveway. And we're moving along at a pretty good clip here. I mean, this is probably about a half-hour job if you're lucky enough for it to work out just as you plan. So let's go ahead and pull these. Interestingly enough, these nuts are like a hardened rubber that are the replacements there. Pop those, just set them to the side. We'll do the same thing before. Get a brand new gasket here. The mirror around, line it up, right back in. Okay. These pieces, what I'm going to do, because they are metal, I'm going to use the factory pieces that were there with that. These other ones were acorn nuts, and they just fit over top. You just want to make sure you're going to get a really good tight snug fit with these all the way around. Okay, and I've got my last nut here, and again, I'll do a comparison for you here. These are just protector nuts that came on the original, or the replacement mirror there, and these are the originals. You're going to make sure you put those back on there. And again, as you are trying to put it back on, be very sure of what you're doing, otherwise they drop behind the door panel, and you've just added about an hour to your job at that point. So, get our 10mm back. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. want to get too crazy on the torque in these. It's probably only about 15, 20 pounds, something like that. Work your way around. Never tighten one down all the way. Make sure you just kind of work your way until it's snug all the way around. Keep going. And there you go. Reinstall your plug. And your backing plate goes right back on top of it. Simple enough. And again, I have to tell you, this is something that I thought might have been maybe an hour or maybe a little more project. We're probably looking at about 20 minutes if you got the right tools. A 10mm socket, door panel remover. You should be in pretty good shape. Now, we stock all kinds of different parts. When I say crash parts, I mean simple things like a mirror to door handles to fenders, anything you could possibly want, and you will save, without a doubt, hundreds of dollars, not only on the parts themselves, but the labor yourself, if you're the kind of person that's going to be able to get out and do this right there in the garage. Hope we helped out a little bit here on GaragePros for you. I'm Mark Nolan. Thanks for joining us.